We want to keep the city as beautiful
Yeah, going to try to get tickets for tomorrow's event in Seattle. The Victory Parade. Welcome them home. The Super Bowl champs, Seattle Seahawks. So let's go.
More than $14,000 has been raised so far. Seattle Mayor Ed Murray insists that police are making good progress toward reform, but he says there is, of course, a lot of work still to do. KRO Radio's Tim Hake has the latest from City Hall.
The mayor spoke following a meeting here with police, city leaders, the U.S. Attorney for Seattle, and Justice Department official Jocelyn Samuels. She rejected the suggestion that reform will make it harder for officers to do their job.
Constitutional policing is effective policing.
So let's
The city entered into a settlement agreement with the Fed in 2012 to address concerns about police
I haven't gotten in yet.
Use of force. The mayor says the city will emphasize training in 2014.
The day after a huge
You have to be the 12th
Andrews,
caller.
of
Of course, the 12th man.
72 points today in the NASDAQ.
That's why they picked 12.
Your forecast from the King 5 Weather Center.
Overnight lows tonight very chilly, even close to the Sound. Lows
And you have to listen
outlying
to
areas
for
dropping
one
into
thing.
the teens. Tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny, highs low to mid-30s. I'm meteorologist Jeff Renner in the King 5 Weather Center.
36 degrees now outside the Carter Subaru Studios. This update brought to you by Bay Equity. I'm Kim Shepard. Your next report at 4 o'clock or whenever news breaks. You're listening to the Ron and Don Show on KRO Radio, 97.3 FM, Seattle's News, Seattle's Talk.
Thanks, Kim. I just want to read this. We were talking, in fact, I put this on my Facebook page yesterday. I said, hey, thanks to all the men and women that served overseas so I could sit at home on my couch and watch the game with my son and make a memory. There were so many dads and moms that didn't get to sit with their sons and daughters. Anyway, dear Ron and Don, I love you guys so much. Thanks for your support to us that have served and have served their country. I have a heartwarming story that I thought I'd share with everyone in the Ron and Don Nation.
Go Hawks.
My husband is he's an Iraq veteran. He's deployed 3 times and was honorably discharged in 2006. Well, anyway, we were watching the Seahawks and the 49er game, and we were so excited. What an emotional game. And then we won. And then I looked over at my husband, and he had his phone out.
Yeah.
And he was crying. Guys, I'm talking about a Marine crying. You don't see a lot of Marines crying. They're devil dogs. They don't cry. We've been together for about 4 years, and I've seen him cry twice.
So just trying to get through to...
He said, my Marine buddies from my
KRO
have been texting me, telling him that this was his year. This was
but
his
I have
team.
to wait for something.
In fact, the last Super Bowl in 2004, he was in Iraq watching the game with all his platoon buddies. After that, the 49ers
that was the last time that we went to the Super Bowl.
From his platoon brothers he hadn't heard from in a very long time.
To the year of 2005 with the Steelers.
And all the love.
Seattle Seahawks.
And all the guys saying,
people are skipping school for this. I mean,
we were so happy.
Man,
they were so happy that
awesome.
we were sitting at home and not in Iraq or Afghanistan for his Super Bowl. It was such a heartwarming moment.
If you're skipping school, they should know why. Already, you don't have to explain to them the next day if you are in school.
And she writes, Semper Fi to all the devil dogs.
So they know this is going on.
Checking the cars now with Kimmy Klein, brought to you by MVLinwood.com. I drive a Mercedes. Kimmy, what's up?
Well, no blocking issues right now, although it looks like north on I-5 near 88th in Marysville. There is a new accident off to the shoulder there, so that's going to add an extra 5 minutes to your drive. Otherwise, heading southbound through Seattle, back
Come on!
5 stacks up from southeast 8 to Cool Creek Parkway. Still no major delays across Lake Washington. Even passing an accident on the shoulder northbound 405 at State Route 527 isn't too big of a deal. It's a little busy there. And through the south
end, let me see how many times I've called already.
Slowest through Auburn. Your next report in 10 minutes. KRO Radio real-time traffic. I'm Kimmy Klein.
I love Batteries Plus bulbs. They have over 10,000 light bulbs. Just walk into any of their 9 locations, and they'll tell you everything you need to know.
I called KRO already. Let's see.
Last hundreds of times longer.
How many times?
How much money you're saving on your
I called him 7 times already, trying to get through.
on Duracell ProCell LED light bulbs. To find the store near you,
and this is an unknown number.
BatteriesPlus.com. Batteries plus bulbs. Get what you need.
These are tickets so you can actually go to the stadium. Season ticket holders already have them. That's one of the expansions that they put in it out because we won the Super Bowl. If you're already a season ticket holder, you can go in.
It's built for business. It's built to run up to 5 times faster than DSL. It's built to grow as your business grows.
The parade starts at 11.
24/7, 365.
Why use slow technology to run a fast-paced...
To 1:30.
Business-grade internet from Comcast Business. Built for business. Sign up for Internet and Voice right now, and you get a month of internet for free.
This is true. I still can't believe that they are Super Bowl champions. I mean, yo, I know there's some Super Bowl
How was it? His teacher asked him. How was your vacation?
Things out there.
About it.
I know there's some Seahawks YouTubers out there that are probably trying to do this. Call in.
Not because he was embarrassed or because he was afraid of blushing in front of a certain someone, but because seeing an enormous...
But it's really hard to get in, as you know, to a radio station because it's a radio station. I think I've only gone into a radio station in like once, and that was actually Cube 93. Besides for the Boombox, hosted by DJ Nanino of KSER Everett Public Radio.
There is still time to call Brennan Heating and Air Conditioning and get
I always
a new
get
Lennox
in.
gas furnace installed starting at $18.99. It's Story Monson. Brennan has extended its deal with Lennox to offer you a great furnace at this amazing end-of-season price. This limited time offer is based on a gas furnace replacement and has only been extended until the end of February. So call Brennan today for all the details. Any applicable permits, sales tax, or extra, call 877-BRENNAN. That's 877.
Dr. Lee Yardley, D.C. is dedicated to restoring the brain-body connection, which can be an essential key to overall health.
Text Dad Bragg.
How is your health affected before seeing Dr. Yardley?
For about almost
Text Dad Bragg.
I was having headaches, and I tried everything under the sun to get rid of them.
Did you see it have any effect on your sleep pattern?
Oh, yeah. Eventually it got to where I could only sleep about 4 hours.
Change that.
It would wake me up.
So you went to Dr. Yardley as a candidate for
I'm happy to do that. What would you like it to say?
Whoa, I could
I updated your message.
Change that.
Send it.
Change that.
Okay. What would you like the message to say?
Well, I could try 12 times. We know 12's the lucky number for Seattle. LOL, haha.
I updated your message. Ready to send it. Okay, I'll send your message.
Industrial staffing specialist for years.
Yeah, man.
Find out how at laborworks.com. That's laborworks.com.
Weeknights are for favorites. Olive Garden's signature favorites now just $10, including everyone's favorite fettuccine Alfredo and our classic lasagna, plus unlimited super.
This is crazy. That man, Russell Wilson was on David Letterman.
Now in American Laser Skincare, buy one laser hair removal package, get a second.
Which was sweet.
Restrictions apply. Call 877-559-4455 or AmericanLaser.com.
Connect with the Ron and Don Show through the Cairo Radio inbox, driven by Linwood Honda, or mynorthwest.com.
Bluest skies you've ever seen are in Seattle, and the hills the greenest green in Seattle.
I actually have this song on record. That's funny. I have this song. Seattle. Seattle. In Seattle.
And your loved ones.
When it's night and sing the Lord, and if it's you.
And you pray that you'll find someone
Rain, sleet, or snow, there's no other way to go but Seattle. Oh, this is taking so long. It's almost 4.
Other stations will roll maybe some Kurt Cobain. We're not afraid to roll some Perry Como, are we?
Old school. I like that song.
We went old school.
Nice
Seattle, we're going to have a party tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. We
had
probably the biggest party that we've ever had, and everybody always talks about the parade back in '79. And the thing that I love, in fact, I've heard it on with our sports radio.
79 with the Seattle Supersonics.
They took a lot of phone calls. I also heard it on Dory's show. Everyone's calling in, and they're saying, hey, I remember when my mom and dad took me to the parade in '79. And you know what? If you have a child and you're not at this parade, think about your child growing older and saying, hey, I remember the Super Bowl, and I remember when we won it back in 2014, and my mom and dad didn't take me to the parade, and they made me go to school.
So
you don't want to do that.
Have to go.
You forever,
don't be that parent.
You don't want to be that parent.
Don't be that guy.
This is our moment. This is our city. You go out and make a memory with your child, right?
Exactly.
You go down there and you make seeing a glimpse. I just saw a picture tweeted out as Percy Harvin.
Even if you watch it on TV, you wish you would be there.
I want to see Percy holding the Lombardi.
That's right.
I want to see Richard Sherman on his crutches waving to the fans.
Yeah, because he got injured.
Which is pretty. Like, I want to see all that stuff with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah, we're going to have a great party tomorrow. And I just want everyone to remember, in fact, Libby, you were out on Capitol Hill the other night, and we saw people hanging from street signs, and we partied here, and we had a great time.
A lot of girlfriends on top of boyfriends' shoulders waving flags.
What we didn't see, though, is we didn't see the kids, and we didn't see the strollers, and that's what we're going to see tomorrow. And I just want to make sure if the duck is coming by, and Percy Harvin has that Super Bowl trophy, like Pete Carroll does, or
Macklemore,
and there's a child in front of you, or there's a stroller.
Pete Carroll.
Make some room for that child. Make some room for that stroller, because really, as Pete Carroll said, this parade is about the kids tomorrow, and every kid in their city should be able to go to a World Championship parade with their mom, their dad, their grandpa, their grandfather, their aunt, their uncle, their brother and sister, and you should be able to be placed up on the shoulders of your grandparent and watch this parade. We got to look out for the kids tomorrow, because we had our night the other night. Tomorrow is for the kids.
And I'm not going to try to overstate this, but I think winning the Super Bowl can be a real turning point in our city. And again, I'm not being hyperbolic here. You can have, I think, people, 111 million people watch that game. They know who the Seattle Seahawks are now. Don't say... Tourism has to go up. People are going to start looking at this city now and going, I want to go there.
That's awesome.
I mean, if you own a restaurant, if you work in hospitality, if you drive an Uber car, if you are somebody...
I don't know if you can hear this, but
fishing boats,
I have the radio on in the back.
I can't imagine that 2014, the rest of this year, we're not going to see an uptick in people that really didn't know much about
we were on a national stage when we played New Orleans. We were on that national stage when we played the Niners. Almost 60 million people watched that game. And then, of course, we're on a national stage for 2 weeks heading toward the Super Bowl.
It's value that you can't get anywhere else. I mean, I think that people underestimate what it means to have that kind of... Money can't buy what we've got right now.
Hang on, Steve Rabel just walked in. Hey, Ray. Holy catfish, what a run!
I'm just about that action, boss.
All right, we're just about, you calling this number right now. Be the 12th caller now at 888-973-KIRO, 888-973-5476 to win 2 tickets to the Seahawks fan rally at CenturyLink tomorrow. Call right now. This 2 p.m. rally will be held at CenturyLink Field following the Seahawk Parade from Seattle Center to the stadium. These rally tickets will be very difficult for non-season ticket holders to obtain, but you can win them every 15 minutes on KIRO Radio. Listen to the Ron and Don Show. Be the 12th caller right now. Don't forget, Ron and Don broadcasting live from FX McCrory's tomorrow, and you will hear the rally and all about the parade starting tomorrow at 5 a.m. with Tim Hake. All the reporters will be out on the streets, and all darn day long we'll be covering the parade all along the parade route.
Dave Ross told me he's going to be in Beast Mode tomorrow morning.
Oh, he did.
He's
Ross
fired up.
He's going to be in Ross mode.
He will be.
He'll be in Ross mode starting at 5 a.m. Checking the cars at Kimmy Klein, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz Linwood. Go buy one, Kimmy.
Well, nothing's blocking now, but the backup is staying steady in Seattle. South and I-5 from Ravenna into the city. It's not so bad northbound, a little slow around Shoreline, but very slow in Marysville. There's a stalled oversized load on the shoulder at 88th near Tulalip that's adding an extra 5 minutes to your drive there. Nothing too crazy on the east side, but it's heavy past Victoria. South on 405 is going to stay with you off and on. No major delays into the south end yet, or even in Tacoma or near JBLM. Brought to you by BECU's new flagship.
Can you hear that? That's the busy signal.
With more ATMs and specialists, BECU. It's more than just money.
It's so busy.
Your next report, 3:57, Cairo Radio real-time traffic. I'm Kimmy Klein.
Everybody. Man, I'm the man. I'm the man.
Before I get into this stuff with Pete Carroll, if you were a Russell Wilson's agent, what national brand would you want to attach him to right away? Because Beats has picked up Richard Sherman. You have Papa John's pick up Earl Thomas. If you would, is it going to be a car company? I mean, I'm just picturing in my mind because he sat next to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Of course, Jay-Z, one of the biggest stars in the world, who does a lot of high-end advertising. I'm trying to think of the first national, like, full-blown commercial that we're going to see with Russell Wilson.
How about Levi's?
Well, Levi's has already had it.
He's already doing Levi's.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway.
We'll see. All right, Pete Carroll was on talking.
I don't want to see him in a Buick. Every time I see Peyton Manning driving that Buick, I'm like, dude, I walk by your house in New Orleans all the time.
You don't have a Buick.
There's no Buick in the driveway. Eli doesn't have a Buick. None of your wives drive a Buick. Your daddy doesn't drive a Buick. Even your dad doesn't drive a Buick. So don't sit there, Peyton, and pretend like you're jumping in your Buick to go to Papa John's to pick up a pizza, because we know that ain't happening.
You didn't put it out, but you...
How about Russell Wilson in a Mercedes from Mercedes-Benz Linwood?
I like that.
That's what I like.
All right, how does it feel to win the Super Bowl? Pete Carroll on Brock and Danny today.
It's a wonderful thing. You know, so many people benefit, so many people have fun with it. It's such a tremendous accomplishment, you know, and it's
I would.
Into it, but it's a wonderful feeling to reach this moment, and so we're just still in the middle of having fun with it. You know, we're back. Okay, we haven't even had a chance to last night.
Fingernail polish and
numbers of people trying to get to us, and
green fingernail polish.
Whoever shows up.
For Seahawks colors.
Really
ever since Sunday, got them.
Get the feeling we can give it back, you know, and share it. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now.
All right, Pete Carroll took over a losing squad down in L.A., turned that around in 3 years. He took over a losing squad here, turned it around in 4 years. Could you feel momentum build in this city?
This game in particular was like a lot of games that I've been around in the past, when you could just feel almost the snowballing effect.
But anyways, if you don't get the tickets
so everybody
to go in,
really
you can still call, but if you don't, it'll still be fun.
Sometimes you sweat it out, and then
12th man,
challenge you guys.
Stand up.
Harden up a little bit here, you know. But in this one, they just got to have fun the whole time, and we
Anthony Ray,
could tell what was going on in the
Sir
game.
Mix-a-Lot.
It made it a really fun night in that regard.
You know you gotta be there.
Carroll, was there a defining moment like the
with Macklemore
that Richard Sherman had against the 49ers?
A little different.
Ben Haggerty.
It accumulated as
and Ryan Lewis.
We see that we could play defense. We see
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
Everything was, you know, we were on fire, covering kicks and stuff. And I think if there was one moment, it would have been when Percy scored the touchdown on the kickoff. I think that would have been the time. Okay, they don't have a chance. I mean, this too, you know. So I think that was probably the moment, but it wasn't as defining as that tip, that play, that moment. We're going to the Super Bowl. You know, that was a little bit different than that. So it was an absolute.
I think this is my 100th video.
It was a freaking blast.
And so they talk about the 12th man, and this is a real thing.
We did nothing as a football team for those first 2 points. That was the fans. That was the 12s that got that.
Yeah.
They couldn't hear the freaking snap, and they screwed it up. But as good as they are doing all that stuff, that ball, they should take all credit. They put us up 2-0, and we never looked back.
There you go, Pete Carroll. He's the man, I guess, right? How many people will take to the streets of Seattle tomorrow? Tim Shepard has some numbers for you coming up. Brandy Cruz in the 4 o'clock hour has some of the parade logistics. And it looks like the Seattle Public Schools may have changed their mind about excused absences. That's all coming up straight ahead. It's the Ron and Don Show. Why wouldn't we be on Kiro Radio?
Boom! Going to get one of these?
With integrated voice, data, and video solutions, along with local, reliable support available 24/7. Call 1-888-FRONTIER.
The results are in. Dave Smith is #1 again. Celebrate being #1 in the world with Dave Smith during our annual Customer Appreciation Sale. How does Dave Smith being #1 benefit you? Dave Smith can customize your vehicle to meet your needs. You can shop from over 1,500 new Dodge, Chryslers, Jeeps, Rams, Chevys, GMCs, Buicks, Cadillacs, and top-quality pre-owned vehicles. And you receive a low price. Go to DaveSmith.com to see how being #1 benefits you.
Every day, thousands of women and men search the OvationHair.com website, learning how Ovation products are designed to maximize growth.
Let's see how many calls I have called in. And it has been a business signal ever since I called the first time. Called 11 times, almost 12. The next one will be 12. You know, 12 Seattle's lucky number.
My hair was so damaged, I didn't know what to do or where to turn for help. I decided to order Ovation Cell Therapy, and I've been telling everybody since how good it is and what it does for my hair. Thank you so much, Ovation.
Don't put this off any longer. Join the Ovation Nation today and see for yourself what Ovation can do for your hair. Log on to OvationHair.com.
This smells
That's
weird.
And be sure
So it's raspberry
for your special introductory discount.
red brew.
Ovation really works. Guaranteed.
I remember the moment.
But I like the bottle.
As long as I live. Several of us were working to rescue a family. The house collapsed on top of the cellar door and trapped them.
We had to use Humvees and heavy machinery to move massive trees and debris.
We got them out. We helped a lot of people out.
It's so good.
I think this is my 100th video.
I'm a citizen soldier in the National Guard.
Be there.
Actually, it's my 99th.
Learn more at
NationalGuard.com. I just know it's somewhere around there.
State Association of Broadcasters in this station.
Kimmy Klein here, and as a traffic reporter, I see auto accidents on a daily basis.
Come on!
These have life-changing implications, so I'm a huge believer that before you talk to an insurance company, learn the 10 biggest mistakes that can wreck your accident case. With me here is author and attorney Chris Davis on traffic accident claims.
Kimmy, when it comes to auto accidents, knowledge is your greatest ally. Knowing how to talk to insurance adjusters, learning your rights, and navigating the claims process.
Yeah, but isn't that what the insurance people are for?
Well, unfortunately, insurance adjusters are not your friends. In fact, they may delay,
I'm going to try one more
legitimate
time.
claims to increase corporate profits.
When it is.
So, Chris, what should people do?
They need to read the Washington Accident Book to learn the 10 biggest mistakes that can wreck your case. You'll understand the claims process and learn insider secrets to get the best settlement possible.
The book is free for Kiro listeners. Every accident victim should read this book. In fact, keep it in your glove box. Visit WashingtonAccidentBook.com today for your free copy. That's WashingtonAccidentBook.com.
Or Kimmy, they can call my office at 206-727-4000.
I'm here with Linda, another very happy client from 3010.
Your grandma should be there. Your parents, your grandmas, your kids, your kids' kids.
Discouraged over many years.
The great. Everybody should be there tomorrow.
What did you think you wanted to
So see how it's victory.
Man, I only
Great.
lose 15 pounds.
I wanted to lose 25 pounds. He said, I
mean,
need to lose
really?
30. And I said, there's no way I can do that.
Me too. I ended up.
That's why I've been hyper all week.
And he said, oh, yes. And so
That's one of the reasons.
Go for it. So I ended up losing
See,
10 pounds, and I've been off the diet 4 months, and I still am 2 pounds below the weight.
That's fantastic. I think everyone who has some weight to lose just thinks there's no hope, there's no way they can.
Well, I think after today, it's all over.
It doesn't matter if you're 20 years
Like,
old or
you
over
can't
60
call
like
in.
Linda. 3010 is
You might be able to
like
on,
me. Check them out at 3010.
but I think it's only today that they're doing it.
Radio 97.3 FM. Seattle's news, Seattle's talk.
Your Seahawks, Super Bowl 48 champions.
And home of the world champion, Seattle Seahawks.
Mercedes-Benz with traffic on Kiro Radio. We have a new accident in Seattle. It's south on 5 Ship Canal Bridge involving a couple cars and a Looks like possibly a box truck as well, so that's jamming up the drive from Lake City Way. It's blocking the right lane, by the way, and it's jamming up the drive time, too, taking close to 30 minutes Linwood to Seattle because of it. Luckily, northbound 5, not too bad, a little heavier on the conventional 77 delays around Shoreline. There is an oversized load on the shoulder in Marysville that's adding to your delay at 88 that's not even blocking, but definitely a distraction. And if you're coming to Seattle tomorrow for the Victory Parade, plenty of transit options since CentralLink Light Rail's adding extra routes. Sounder Train is adding an extra run between Tacoma and Seattle. Extra Metro buses will be added to key routes, and taxi running all day as well. Your next report is Cairo Radio real-time traffic. I'm Kimmy Klein.
Seattle is a friendly
I'm going to get a ride
friendly, bike-friendly,
on Seahawks plane. I wish.
So it's no surprise that Seattle's airline is friendly too. From the greenest fleet in the industry to how we treat our customers, Alaska Airlines reflects
I have a way there.
We all share. Maybe that's why Alaska has received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction among traditional carriers in North America for the 6th year in a row. Thanks for flying Alaska Airlines. For J.D. Power, jdpower.com.
When you support
I even stopped my movie
Crime Stoppers, you're actually
so I can
supporting
do this
men's
call.
programs like Crisis Relief, Toys for Tots, and Charlie's Dinosaur. I'm with Frank right now, the casino manager of the Puyallup Tribe's Emerald Queen Casino. Frank, why do you support these programs?
It's our community. We knew there was a need. We felt that it was important for us to step up and be good neighbors. One of the things that's really exciting for me is the patrons that come into the casino have the opportunity to feel ownership.
This is a big week for
the incomes that allow
Seattle.
us to make these kinds
It'll
of
put them on top.
Frank, when you give that check to Crime Stoppers, the hundreds of thousands that you guys have given over the years, they use that money throughout the year, don't they?
Absolutely. Ed's done a fantastic job, and we're glad to be working with him.
Toys for Tots, Crisis Relief, Charlie's Dinosaur, all part of the many ways Tacoma Pierce County Crime Stoppers is our community. Thanks to the generous underwriting from the Puyallup Tribe's Emerald Queen Casino. Hey, to help support or for more information, just go to tpcrimestoppers.com. That's tpcrimestoppers.com.
KIRO-FM 97.3 Tacoma, Seattle. Your world now.
A storm clobbers the heartland.
Across the Midwest, municipalities are finding it harder and harder.
Maybe they got done with it. Maybe it was only an hour.
National Guard recruiting program.
The Army concluded that all of the money spent on the program, all $386 million of it, was illegal.
This is the CBS World News Roundup Late Edition. I'm Bill Whitney.
Mother Nature is gone a little bit crazy.
Aaron Sprink works at a hamburger joint in Kansas City, Missouri, where it's been snowing to beat the
It's done. I only called 11 times.
Says